Calling the meeting to order. Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. In accordance with the requirement of the Open Public Meeting Act, adequate notice has been given of tonight's meeting in the Hunterdon County Democrat and Express Times, has been posted on the bulletin board by the main office of the Franklin Township School, sent to the township clerk and to all board members, and posted on the school website on January 9, 2025.
You start again? No, I'm just kidding.
The annual school board election results on November 4th, 2025 for three full year terms. Membership on the board, on the Franklin Township Board of Education are as follows. Allison Bankin, 749. Sylvia Norton, 712. Colin Cecil, did I say that right?
Yes, thank you.
646. John Tulin, 477. Allison Luciano, 441, with 27 write-ins, total votes 3,052. At this time, we'll do the oath of office. So if the three board members would stand, and I'm sorry, your name? Triska, sorry, thank you.
Yeah,
yeah.
you guys come forward
Come.
and stand together. You can have the text.
Yep, just stand in front of,
I absolutely can. Yeah, you want that to do it? Yeah. You stand right next to it. Or if you can have some, I can do one at a time. Or you just get it over. Yeah, so you're going to repeat it to me, and then closer to the testing for me. You're just holding this. You can all please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
That I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
And I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
At your options to help me God. Okay. Okay. I state your name. Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I possess the qualifications
that I possess the qualifications
prescribed by law
prescribed by law
for the office of
in the office of
member of the Board of Education,
member of the Board of Education,
and that I am not disqualified as a voter
and I am not disqualified as a voter
pursuant to RS 19:4-1. I'll break it up. Nor disqualified due to conviction of a crime or offense listed in NJS 18A:12-1. And that I will faithfully and justly perform all the duties of that office according to the best of my ability. So help me. Congratulations. We're now all three together.
we will now do the roll call. Mrs. Bankin. Mr. Cecil.
Here.
Mrs. Cummins.
Here.
Mr. Giordano.
Here.
Mr. Metz.
Here.
Mr. Norton.
Here.
Mrs. Norton.
Here.
We have a quorum. We are now going to nominate somebody for the board president. You do not need to motion, you just nominate. So I now ask, who would like to nominate somebody for board president?
Craig Metz.
Are there any other nominations? Now I'd like a motion to close nominations.
So moved.
Seconded.
That was you.
Yes.
Roll call, Mrs. Bankin. To close nominations.
Yes.
Mr. Cecil,
Yes.
Mrs. Cummins,
Yes.
Mr. Giordano,
Yes.
Mr. Metz,
Yes.
Mr. Norton,
Yes.
Mrs. Norton.
Yes.
Nominations are closed. Like a motion for Mr. Norton, President of the Township of the Board of Education for Franklin Township. A motion.
So moved.
Second,
Seconded.
you got the same initials.
This is gonna throw you off all year long, isn't it?
Roll call for. Right, I'm just trying to follow my. Motion for Mr. Norton for President of the Franklin Township Board of Education. Mrs. Bankin,
We're voting now, correct?
for voting for Mr. Norton.
No.
Mr. Cecil.
Yes.
Stetson.
Cecil.
Fine.
Yeah.
You've been to meetings, I can't pronounce. You said yes. Mrs. Cummins. Mr. Giordano.
No.
Mr. Metz.
No.
Mr. Norton.
Yes.
Mrs. Norton.
Yes.
Because we have majority voting for Mr. Norton is the president for the Franklin Township Board of Education for this school, for this calendar year. Congratulations, Mr. Norton. Would you like me to do,
Finish your business.
and then we'll switch?
We'll switch over. Yes, sir.
Can I have again, no motion. Can I have anybody who would like to nominate somebody for vice president?
I'd like to nominate Colleen Cummins.
Are there any other nominations?
Craig Metz.
Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, I'd like to have a motion to close nominations.
So moved. Second.
Roll call vote to close nominations. Mrs. Bankin,
Yes.
Mr. Cecil,
Yes.
Mrs. Cummins, Mr. Giordano,
Yes.
Mr. Metz,
Yes.
Mr. Norton,
Excuse me. Yes.
and Mrs. Norton.
Yes.
Motion passes to close nominations. Can I have a motion for Colleen Cummins to be the Vice President of the Franklin Township Board of Education?
Move it. Second.
Second, Mrs. Bank, roll call for nominating Mrs. Cummins for Vice President for the Franklin Township Board of Education. Ms. Bankin,
No.
Mr. Cecil,
Yes.
Ms. Cummins,
Yes.
Mr. Giordano,
No.
Mr. Metz,
No.
Mr. Norton,
Yes.
and Mrs. Norton.
Yes.
Congratulations, you're vice president. At this time, we're gonna switch. Stay there. You stay there, I'm gonna just move over there.
Best board member ever.
Thanks.
You wanna go over there? All right, don't yell at me.
Keep them in spot.
Leave the mic.
Take your name.
One thing for our new board members, we tried to enforce this in the past, but to keep Emily's sanity, when you come in, just go ahead and throw your mic on, clip it on, don't hold it when you talk. Mark, you too. And Emily will control the volume because otherwise it gets very hard with varying volumes and feedback and all those things. Yeah, that's okay. There's always gonna be a little bit, but we'll try to keep you sane.
Stand and stuff. Just don't walk away.
Thank you. Thanks, Chief. President gets a Steinheiser mic. This is a higher end one. All right. Let me just firstly start off. I want to express my gratitude to the outgoing members for the years of service they did for the community and Franklin Township. They deserve a lot of credit for improvements to the district for the students that happened, especially over the last year. We appreciate them. To the continuing members and to the new members, I want to thank you for your confidence in me as the president. Maybe I'll win over the rest of you with my gumption and tenacity. But I'm excited and I'm committed to work collaboratively with each of you. And I hope we can build a consensus as we move forward together as a new board. I'd like to take 1 second to acknowledge and thank our outstanding administration. I'm glad I enact a motion for applause. I'd share it as well to Mr. Kramer, the whole administration as a whole. I'm humbled to work with you guys, and like everyone else in the school, I'm excited to learn from you. The board, and I can speak for the board now, we wholly support you. And we appreciate you and thank you for taking on the task of this because it is not an easy endeavor. When it comes to what you can expect from me in this role, one of my colleagues wrote about me, and he wrote it best. I'm relentless and passionate in a search for school improvement. I could not phrase it any better. My personal goal from this seat is to in partnership with the administration and the new board to try to help answer the question of how do we ensure a successful, solvent, top-tier school over the next 10 years. And that's what I'm coming in, and that's my goal, is a long-term strategy for us to let this run appropriately without us having to revisit it constantly. As we move forward, let's continuously remind each other why we're here. Our students, our staff, our community. That's what unites us together. And that was the board through every decision we make. I'm extremely optimistic about the future, especially in the next year. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to do it with you guys. And finally, a shout out to my oldest boy, whose character inspired me to get involved and be here. So with that being said, all right, let's get to work. Let's do it. Let's go. Item 8, Code of Ethics. Each member will read a section of the Code of Ethics. Ms. Bankins, if you'd be so kind as to lead us off, we'll go in clockwise, and the floor is yours. And welcome to the club, pal.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoy your time.
Thank you. I will uphold and enforce all laws, rules, and regulations of the State Board of Education and court orders pertaining to schools. Desired changes shall be brought about only through legal and ethical procedures.
I will make decisions in the terms of the educational welfare of children and will seek to develop and maintain public schools that meet the individual needs of all children, regardless of their ability, race, creed, sex, or social standing.
I will confine my board action to policy making, planning, and appraisal. I will help to bring policy plans only after board has proposed those who will be affected by them.
Responsibility not to administer the schools, but together with my fellow board members to see that they are well run.
I will recognize that authority rests with the Board of Education, will make no personal promises nor take any private action that may compromise the board.
I will refuse to surrender my independent judgment to special interests or partisan political groups or to use the schools for personal gain or the gain of friends.
I will hold confidential all matters pertaining to the schools, which, if disclosed, would needlessly injure individuals or the schools. In all other matters, I will provide accurate information and, in concert with my fellow board members, interpret to the staff the aspirations of the community for its school. I will vote to appoint the best qualified personnel available after consideration of the recommendation of the Chief Administrative Officer.
I will support and protect school personnel in proper performance of their duties.
I will refer all complaints to the Chief Administrative Officer and will act on such complaints at public meetings only after failure of an administrative solution.
And I will let you know that that is the end of the Code of Conduct. Item 9, any discussion? Fantastic. Item 9, public comments. All comments should be directed to the board president. The board will not respond to complaints from and to school personnel unless the chain of command has been followed without satisfaction. Furthermore, the board cannot respond to any complaints from the public directed at any district employee or student, as the board must protect each employee and each student's right to privacy. Those wishing to share comments during this portion of the meeting are asked to sign the register at the podium, state their name, place of residence, and group affiliation, if applicable. Public comment shall be concise and to the point and shall not contain abusive, defamatory, or obscene language. Each speaker will be given up to 3 minutes. Madam Vice President, would you be willing to work the clock for us? Who are we welcoming first?
This is our only time, right?
This is it. Yes, ma'am.
I had actually sent an email to all of you guys, but I had to cut it down. So I'm just going to cover what I think is the top topics. I would ask the board to set a policy in which the township clerk sends out an e-blast to residents prior to each Board of Ed meeting or any school meeting taxpayer related. I would ask this Board of Ed to allow parents and residents who cannot attend a meeting in person to email questions to the board prior to a meeting, or perhaps allow another attending the meeting to read them, but under a separate 3-minute time allotment. I had a few questions regarding the school capital projects. I start with, what data does Franklin School have detailing the number of times and duration of power outages in the past 5+ years? I've asked that a couple of times. What data is being used to justify the need for additional parking spaces, especially after last month's meeting? How does this latest presentation that was done in December solve the drop-off, pickup, or large school event parking issues? It seems to actually create new traffic issues, including toddlers and parents walking through cars to drop off kids. So I'm hoping there's going to be more conversation about that. Please explain how the school side back for the expansion of the parking lot, which is 10 to 15 feet, is being a good neighbor when everyone else in the township is required to have a 50-foot side setback. And what is the plan if it negatively impacts a neighbor's property? I'm also curious if you've spoken any further to the garden center across the road, asking them to utilize and compensate them for bus drop-offs or parking for events as discussed at prior meetings. The prior Board of Ed, this is all about budget now. The prior Board of Ed confirmed that past school budgets have been mismanaged and we're unaware of this fact. What due diligence, analysis, or review has been done or will be done by this board to fully understand what was done incorrectly, what was missed by the board, and what checks and balances are now in place, if any, so this does not happen again? And who is responsible to review the BA's work, because Mr. Kramer's not going to be here and we have to keep tabs on that. These past 2 years have seen very high tax levy increases, 6.09% and then a 9.35 increase. What is the plan for this year? Will a town hall be held to make the public aware of the state of the school physically and financially? Will this Board of Ed have a 5 to 10 year financial plan for both daily operating expenses as well as repairing and upgrading the facility? Will the school's finances be clearly explained to differentiate between the school's operating fund, the capital reserves, et cetera, and all the other funds? How do these accounts grow, get replenished, or used, and how the long-range facilities plan is connected to the school's finances and the state's financial contribution? We witnessed a potential $12 million bond go down to a $2.8 million bond with no clear explanation of the pivot to the public. It also appears that no in-depth discussion or due diligence was done by the board to understand the priorities of the long-range facility plan, as priority level 3 projects are happening, but at priority 1 level, like refurbished aging soffits and gutters, are not. There was a rush to get the referendum on the ballot, and we can now see the importance of the wording. Who wrote the wording on the ballot? And what specific words dictate the need to move forward with these current projects that are neither essential nor will they achieve the stated goals presented to the public? It feels like the bond referendum was a quick way to get money into the capital reserves, and yet it does not seem like it will be enough, nor used for the actual repairs and upgrades the school factually needs. Then this goes to Craig Metz. In August,
If I could do 30 more seconds, we're a minute over, but.
Oh, forget. Okay, the last 2 I can do next. Well, I can do, it's just, I wanted to know, Craig Metz in August had said about doing a reanalysis of the busing and doing the parents opting out. And I'm wondering if that's actually gonna, if it happened and what it is. And then I just wanted to ask, going forward, if the board president at the end of each meeting could state clearly what promises the board makes during the meeting for updates and presentations, and then a specific person or group be assigned to track the status so that during the next Board of Ed meeting, we can get the updates versus me having to go through all my notes over and over and over again. Thank you.
One second.
Okay.
I'm not gonna turn it, you're asking a lot of great questions. I don't want to turn this into a Q&A, but the best way to, thank you. 1, and 2, your skills are pretty impressive. I refer to you as Ron Hextall because nothing gets past you. That's a goalie from the Flyers in the 90s. I'm sorry. It's impressive. And because of the reorg meeting, because of we're set on the agenda of what we're trying to do today, the best thing I can say to you is we hear you.
Okay.
I hear you. Everything you're saying.
Set the tone for what I'm hoping the new board will
You're
do.
totally fair. Your observation, a lot of your observations are fantastic. And, but I'll say this. A lot of your concerns are great, are fair. We will, over time, be able to answer those through our actions and through discussion throughout the board meetings. But I'll say keep doing what you're doing because no pressure, no diamonds. Thank you for what you do for the community. Thank you for taking the time to come talk to us about it.
Do you want a copy of what I wrote?
I would, if you have a copy of what you just said, we'll definitely take that. But forgive me, it takes me a year to write an email, so. But we'll figure something out to discuss with you. Thank you very much. Who do we welcome next? Easy breezy. Sorry, I locked myself out of my computer. All right, item 10, board action. Can I get a motion to approve action item 10, Alpha through Alpha Charlie? Second, we have to read this, don't we? We have to read every,
You don't
we don't have to read it. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Any discussion? Any objections? No objections? Go ahead, my friend.
Is there going to be discussion on the meeting dates?
We'll get to the, at the end with new business to explain, what it is. There,
On here, we're approving it.
in this section.
approving it in this section. Yeah, we'll discuss it afterwards. I don't think there's any changes.
There won't be.
No, is there any objections to the dates on?
No.
No, we're in business, but we'll discuss it. We'll discuss the timing at the end, just to move through the agenda. So, again, any objections? Here are no objections. Action item 10, Alpha through Alpha Charlie is approved by unanimous consent. Moving right along. You catch up. Do you have to do a roll call for that?
Yes.
Yep. Oh, then we'll leave a roll call for it.
Mrs. Bankin,
Yes.
Mr. Cecil,
Yes.
Mrs. Cummins.
Yeah.
Mr. Giordano,
Yes.
Matt,
Yes.
Mr. Norton. Mrs. Norton,
Yes.
Mr. Norton,
Yes.
passes.
Item 11, approval, appointment of delegates and representatives. I'm gonna start it. I'll hop on as the township liaison delegate. Do I have any takers? Any preferences?
I'll do the New Jersey Board Association.
New Jersey Boards Association, done. We got Hunterdon County Educational Services Commission needs a delegate. Any takers?
I thought I just heard. I'm sorry, the
New Jersey School Boards, excuse me, Hunterdon School Boards,
oh, thank you.
the prior page. Mrs. Norton is New Jersey School Boards. I'll do Township Committee Liaison. Hunterdon County Educational Service Commission.
We'll take that.
Mr. Metz, fantastic. Can we get, I'm just gonna assign alternates if no one's interested in,
I'm okay with, I'll be an alternate for
an
that.
alternate for,
The Hunterdon County Educational Services Commission.
done.
I'll be the alternate on the township committee.
Fantastic.
Just let me know, alternate, the state or what.
Perfect. Then we need one for, need an alternate for Hunterdon County School Boards Association.
You have an alternate for township committee?
Mr. Cecil.
Mr. Cecil.
Gotcha.
I'll be her alternate. We'll just swap.
Yeah, so it's great. Great. Can I get a motion, to approve action item 11?
A motion.
Mr. Cecil, can I get a second?
Second.
Mr. Giordano? Any discussion? Further discussion?
11 is the assignment?
Yes. Excuse me, 12 is committee assignments. Any other conversation or objections? Great. Can we do that through unanimous consent?
Yep.
Great. Then, motion on action item 11 is approved without objection.
Oh, I'm sorry, just voice.
You guys forget that one. And doesn't, when we,
That's for yeas and nays.
if there's no objections and a unanimous consent is applied, doesn't that create yes votes across without a roll call vote? Parliamentary
But
wise.
I'm not familiar with that,
So,
but usually you want to hear if there are any no's or yeses. And if you don't hear anything, that doesn't mean somebody didn't want to say no or abstain.
no, then let's do this, just to be fair. Let's keep the way that we do it normally, then we'll have a discussion about parliamentary. It's the act of asking for the objection creates the no vote. If someone has an objection, then the vote immediately goes to a roll call vote. If no one objects, then it's a yes across the board. But again, I'm learning and let's make sure we're doing that right. But based on your recommendation, let's do the roll call vote.
Not a roll call, just All in
Yes, and-
favor?
yeah.
All
All of it.
in favor, all right, then all in favor.
I,
Aye.
Any no's?
All opposed? No.
No. No to the no's. Fair enough, it passes. Item 12, committee assignments by board president. Do you have any preferences before assignments?
I did want to jump in if we could have a quick conversation about communications committee. When we started this last year, we didn't finish out the year keeping that committee, but I wanted to recommend that we start it up again.
Which committee was that?
The communications committee.
I would concur with that. I think a lot of the issues that I've heard when I've attended the meetings are down to, I wouldn't say poor communication, but a lack of structure. And I think that we can improve on that, and that's something I would like to quickly move forward.
Fair enough. Anyone, any discussion to the opposite?
Wasn't on it. I don't remember why we stopped it. I think somebody suggested it.
I suggested it because we weren't meeting and nothing was getting done with it. But if, I agree with Colleen that if we set goals and create this as more of a PR arm, items like our schedule, nothing having to do with the school, but explaining what the board does, what's coming up, things outside of the regular course of business to, let's say, reach out our hand to the community, because I agree with Colleen, we got to do something, because despite our best efforts, there is a reputational problem that we're trying to address. So I agree with the committee unless anyone else feels otherwise.
Yeah, and I'll choose to speak further on that because I was the one that brought it up. I know this was originally recommended by a former board president. I think this was a really great opportunity that we didn't realize the full potential of last year. And I did second closing it down because it wasn't being leveraged in a way that it could have been. But the idea that was presented when it was originally put forward as an opportunity was a good idea. And I just think it would be worthwhile for us to try it again this year. And if it doesn't work out for a second year, then we don't have to consider this for a third year. But I really, to just back the reasoning why I'm sharing this, I think it was a good choice by our former president, and I would like to give it another shot this year.
Totally fair. Do we have to motion for that, right? I could have.
So it's not a standing committee. So we need a motion to form a ad hoc committee for communications.
Copy that. Then with that being said, can I get a motion to form an ad hoc committee for communications?
I will motion that.
Can I get a second?
Second that.
Great. We had discussion. You guys need any further discussion? Then, do we have to do a voice vote on that? Let's do a voice vote. Let's, all in favor?
I,
All opposed?
Aye.
Sorry. Close it up. The yeas have it. Motion's moved. We have a communication committee. The one thing I wanted to discuss before we started piggybacking off her, I think we should remove the negotiation committee from our plan. I do agree that it's worthwhile having, if we need to do sidebars and stuff. I may lean on you, Ms. Aquino, for this advice. I think there's no major negotiations coming up this year. Would everyone be comfortable if negotiations popped up, that those were leaned towards the finance and facility committee to handle any small sidebars?
I would suggest personnel.
And the personnel, I like that even better. Person policy, it would be shifted over to the tasks of that committee would be shifted over to policy and personnel if and when they're needed.
Okay.
Matt.
How do I say? Go ahead, Mr.
Just my understanding of the voting procedure on the committee, or the vote to form the communications committee, we did have a no vote, I believe. Does that not force us into a roll call?
Not
No.
one.
No? Okay.
I'm sorry, but
You can call for a roll call vote.
so it was 6 yes and 1 no?
Correct.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well said. Any other conversation on it? Okay, then what do I need to do? What do we need to do in order to remove that? To pull,
Just don't.
just put it across your list?
I don't even think that's done.
Don't assign it.
I could be wrong, but I don't think it is a standing.
Great. Any other business on those types of matters, guys? Fantastic. Let's, any preferences before assignment? I'm going to just follow protocol, and I will take the chairman role on the finance and facility committee. Do I have any preferences? Cecil.
I'd be interested in the finance and facilities and the communications.
Perfect.
Finance.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot of interest in that committee.
Okay, we need interest in that. So hold on, guys. I need for my own notes. You got. Great. Craig and Colin also requested, and we got Matt,
And Jim.
and Jim, yes.
Hey, Emily,
Well, I'm just taking
feedback coming
requests
through.
before assignment.
we have quite a bit of feedback coming through.
That's a fact. No apologies. Okay, that's 3 right now on 5. I need, and 1 for Miss. You can just fire off what you'd like to do best. Hold on 1 second. I just want to make sure that I have the preferences written as they go. Ms. Cummins, the floor is yours.
Policy and personnel, please. And I would like to chair that again this year, if no one else objects.
Any takers to
Policy and
chair the
personnel, and I'd like
Hartford
to chair that one.
Okay.
Sorry, Mark.
For the community, the policy and personnel are restructuring our entire policy book from start to finish. I give Mrs. Cummins a lot of credit for volunteering to chair that. It's going to be a stupid amount of work.
It's gonna be a
Um,
year, but it's gonna be a really fulfilling year. So I hope that what you just said does not scare people away from.
So with that
volunteering
being
for the
said, who wants
committee.
to get into the policy and personnel committee? Mrs. Naughton, outstanding. Curriculum, fantastic. Curriculum. Banking. We need policy personnel, we need communications, and we need curriculum
like
and
to be on
education, or we're just,
Communications.
communication, outstanding. Anything else?
I was on curriculum last year. I'll stay on it.
Curricular, Jim, perfect. Any other? All right, so,
Either.
go ahead, brother.
Yeah, either one.
Copy that.
I mean-
Might be both. Hold on 1 second. Say again?
Who's chair?
That's what I'm just trying to figure out, just based on the,
I only have 2 for personnel, and I only have 1 for communication. Did I miss something?
we'll start assignments. No, that's not a problem. Communication, we'll take it as it comes. Communication, Mr. Cecil, would you honor us by chairing that? Fantastic. Mrs. Bankins, you asked for that, that'd be fantastic. Mr. Metz, would you be interested in joining the communication committee?
Depending on how facilities and finance shakes out.
I'll make a deal with you. I'll put you on finance and facility if you take communications as well.
I'll take your deal.
Perfect. Policy and personnel, chairperson, excuse me. Mrs. Cummings, Mrs. Naughton. Mrs. Bankins, can I horse trade with you right now? Would you be interested in doing the policy and personnel rather than the education, just so I can fill the slots?
I would prefer curriculum and education.
I hear the preference,
Mhm.
but I have too many members for that already.
Oh, I didn't realize Jim. was-
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'd like to keep Jim there because he has experience in that committee.
Sure.
Yeah,
He's good,
I was
too.
gonna say earlier, continuity is
Super
crucial in
important,
one
yeah.
of these, especially with what Colleen's doing. So just keep that in mind. It's not necessarily a favoritism thing or
Give it a
anything.
few. If you don't like it, we'll swap it up mid-year,
Okay.
but we need your new enthusiasm in it. So to reiterate on that, it's policy and personnel, Mrs. Cummings, Mrs. Bankins, Mrs. Naughton. Finance and facility,
Who's the chair?
would be Mrs. Cummings. Facility and finance, it'd be myself, Mr. Cecil, and I agree with Mr. Metz to keep continuity in it. Curriculum, Mrs. Naughton, would you be interested in chairing that?
Yes. I'd be honored.
Done. We have Mrs. Naughton, Mrs. Cummings, and Mr. Giordano. No, nothing needs to be voted on that. Does everyone feel good on that?
Go over curriculum again?
Not a
Who's it?
problem.
Yeah, because Sylvia's
Curriculum.
chairing, Jim is in it.
Jim and Mrs. Cummings.
I didn't realize
I
that.
thought it was- Mrs. Bacon.
No, we put Bankin into policy and personnel.
But-
Because I can't switch her through.
Right, but Sylvia said she'd wanted to do it, and then I said, I want to do it as well. And
Correct.
then Jim said who was in it last year for continuity, he should be in it. So then who was the other person?
Mrs. Cummings was in it last year.
Oh,
I'm trying to
okay.
keep that continuity.
Understood.
But I also don't want to throw you into chairing the
No,
policy. Yeah, so,
wasn't looking for that. No,
okay,
thank
that's
you.
good. Then let's move right along.
Who's chair for the quick game?
Mrs. Naughton,
Is the chair.
yes, sir.
Sorry, thank you.
Mrs. Cummings and Mr. Giordano is on it. Okay, moving along.
Communication.
Communication is Mr. Cecil, Mr. Metz, Mrs. Bankins,
And the chair.
Mr. Cecil.
Sorry, thank you.
No sweat. Copy that. And if I move a lot, you just hit me. I know that I talk fast and you have to write everything down. It's a bad deal for you. Item 13, noteworthy dates. The next board meeting is January 21st. I hope everyone would join us. To the board members, there's 2 events that I wanted to make you aware of, but we don't have the dates yet. I want to echo Mrs. Aquino's invitation to those last year. It's kind of the Super Bowl for the Board of Education. The National Honor Society inductions and the 8th grade graduations. They both happen in June. I just wanted to put it in, no, excuse me.
The Honor Society is in May, but they don't have a firm date yet.
Copy that.
8th grade graduation is usually 2 days before graduation, but depending on inclement weather and whether or not the calendar changes, we can't confirm that yet.
Copy that. The attendance is requested, not required. That's the way of saying it. Can I get a motion to add new business to tonight's agenda?
I'll motion.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Any objections? Ms. Cummings,
And Mr. Cecil, for just fancies.
pick your CC. Can we do this one by general consent, or does this have to be a general consent? Great. Here are no objections. The motion passes by general consent. Anyone have new business?
Me.
Mrs. Naughton.
I move that the administration presents a plan to install a overhead projector in the theater. I think it'd be good for the kids, for their assemblies, for the school play, and most importantly, it'd be good for our future board presentations. Staying here in December, I sat there, you cannot see anything on that smart board. So for them, for the benefit of the community, they need to see everything that we've been doing so far.
All right, so hold off on that. Do I have a second on the motion? She motioned to.
Purchase a overhead projector and screen.
The motion was, it's just conversation. Great.
If you guys want it, we'll.
I think we should bring that.
To the finance committee. for
So we'll kick that back to,
discussion
the
on
best way
how
is kick it to what? Finance and facilities?
Finance and facilities.
Could
I'd
you-
like to motion to table that and move that formally to finance and facilities committees to discuss what budget funds.
You don't have to
accommodate.
We might have to motion. We don't need a subsidiary motion.
I don't want to make a motion
I think
to
you can.
officially.
So let's turn this more into a discussion rather than a parliamentary thing. Mrs. Quina, your thoughts on it?
I've wanted one since I've been here,
Okay.
because I think when you're doing a presentation, for anyone's sake, it would be nicer to see it on a big screen, especially the people in the audience and the people at home that are watching it.
And if I could add.
Please.
You know, our tech position just started 2 days ago,
Our full-time tech.
full-time tech. And today we had a meeting with him and I said that you need to investigate it so we can see what the cost would be.
Oh, perfect.
So we are moving
Oh,
forward.
so you guys are way ahead of it. Oh,
It's
fantastic.
just we've been lacking that
The
position
help,
for months.
right?
Yeah, fair enough. Very fair enough. So, without having to motion it, we'll table it and we'll send it to finance and facility
Yes.
and we'll track it that
Yes,
way.
we
to
will.
bring it back
Perfect.
up.
Some other logistical concerns there. Mr. Quino, I remember you mentioned that we found a projector at some
We
point.
did.
Yeah.
And the projector is a wall projector, not
Gotcha.
a ceiling projector.
Okay.
And there was really no way. We actually had somebody come in and look at it and see wiring wise if it would work for us to put it on the wall, and it does not.
Gotcha. And do we have any sort of screen or is that part of acquisition too?
We do not have a screen.
Okay. And then also I would say if there's any way we could incorporate a way to also cast it to people watching live, should be considered as well.
Yeah.
Which shouldn't be too technically challenging.
I do that already.
You do.
They send me anything that they present on that screen and I present it.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
Is that it with that item? I actually had another item.
You have new business?
Yeah. And actually, Emily, you might be able to help me on this one. We've had this plaque up here for Sophia de Torres that no one in their right mind can read. Is there any reason it was chosen to be put up there? Maybe can we move it to one of the, somewhere where people could actually see it?
You can put it wherever.
Yeah.
Got it, and Todd said, I'll stick it up there.
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic thing that we do have, but it would be really great if we could put it somewhere where people could actually see it.
Give it its own spot, so to speak.
Yeah.
That's a fair question.
Yeah, that's a
That's
great
fine.
idea. Yeah, great idea, Craig. I've been staring at it and it's crooked and it bothers me. Yeah, I've been staring
All
at it all
right,
night.
all right, all right. I get it. We all don't like the positioning. Mr. Kuna, if you'd be so kind. Anyone else? Any other new business? Okay, there's a few pieces of new business for the, oh, sorry, you had something, Mark?
No,
You gave the point. You gave the
I
point.
was looking to see if anybody did, and nobody did, and it sounds like you did.
I do indeed. We do indeed. That's why I motioned it, right? To the board, but a few new business items to the board. To streamline and improve the communications during the meeting, you can see that we're going to start leading more on Robert's rules and parliamentary things. We're going to start working it out. We're still figuring out our language, and forgive me, I'm not very bright. It might take me a little bit to figure it out. To be respectful to each other and the administration's time, I'm going to request that if you cannot make committee assignments, that you find a replacement prior to reaching out to the committee chairperson. Just to be respectful of our times. When it comes to the emails, at any point, stop me if I'm wrong on these. When it comes to the emails, please confirm reception of emails. If there are more than 3 members on the email, you can't respond to everyone. Everyone says don't respond to all because it creates a quorum, but that doesn't mean not to respond at all. Sometimes administration requires consensus from committees to be effective in the things that they're attempting to do. So a simple received, okay, got it, no notes, just something for them to be able to run on.
Are we saying on all board email?
You can use your discretion on it, but if a committee's getting an email, or you get an email from, it's common courtesy just to go, got it. Just so she knows she's not just throwing things down a well, so to speak. Mrs. Cummings.
To your point, discretion there. When Mrs. Aquino says, here's something for your information only.
Maybe that's a great caveat.
Yeah.
Not for information only items.
I would ask everybody to please still use some adult professional discretion so that.
Why don't we
Aquino isn't just
have
getting a,
anything where you
Got it,
need
thank you.
confirmation?
I
Just,
will ask you to respond.
I would say just use
Okay.
read receipts.
Great.
Also.
Okay.
'Cause, yeah, I don't want you getting flooded with responses.
Yeah, but it's just an observation because there were some times that we
Yes.
had to wait on action. But we're solving it for moving forward. It's not that. If you're emailing me concerning board matters as the president, I ask that you CC Madam Vice President, Mrs. Cummings, in case I get hit by a bus and business can continue without me being around. We can't afford that bus. The setting this year's board goal, board goals? Setting this year's board goals is going to be a new business item on next agenda. I'm going to ask that all of the board members do your own research, reflect, come up with 3 or 4 ideas that you would like to make our board goals, and we will collect all of them and work off of that list at the 21st meeting. Would anyone be willing to spearhead that?
The creation of board goals, the collection.
I would be the collection. I need someone to collect them, and create a top 10 list, let's say, in order collect them, consolidate them, and bring in a list that all of us can work off of to set goals. Mr. Cecil, as always, I appreciate you. Let's say 7 days. Let's say the 7th. Everyone share your thoughts with him by the 14th, so he has the time. He has an additional week. To get
How are
his
we
input.
determining top 10?
I would say just because of the amount of us, there's going to be so many overlap. It doesn't have to be. I would just say consolidate the like ones, add in everything else, so we have the ability to discuss it.
How
You were
many from
saying-
each of us?
I think you're gonna get so many.
We're gonna, look at us. We're gonna crush this. Yeah.
I think.
Hold on one second, Ms. Cummins. Go ahead.
Keep all of the raw responses available
Yes.
to share with the group as you shortlist those to the 10. To your point, I think it would be really informative for us to see that overlap amongst ourselves and absolutely shortlist them, because if there are overlaps, there's no need for us to be in public having conversation about three of us who all agree on something already.
Totally fair.
Yeah, what I was going to suggest is I will provide the total list of all the recommendations. If I feel there are things that are consolidated, I will reach out to the board members that are making those recommendations and see, do you agree that these are the same topic before consolidating?
Solid. I appreciate it. Great. And that will be new agenda items for next meeting.
Matt, how many from each of us did you want?
You, 3 to 4. Let's say 3 to 4. If we're all of like minds, this could just be a list of 3. It could all be the same recommendations, but we'll see. I appreciate you, Mr. Cecil, taking on that work. New business for the community. No, sorry, go ahead, Ms. Cummins.
Especially for our new board members. NJSBA does have a lot of resources around setting of board goals, guidelines, and recommendations for setting of board goals. We do have an NJSBA rep who, Patty, is happy to talk with any one of us if we get to a point where we're concerned or wondering, like, what the heck is a board goal? But just to self-serve, I wanted to call out that NJSBA does offer a lot of articles, a lot of resources to guide through individual identification of board goals. So don't feel like you are on your own, I guess. We were
Fair.
given a quick rundown of board goals last year, and not everybody was here and present for that. But just, this is an important topic. We're going to set goals for ourselves. We should take it seriously, and we should move fast. I'm not saying we should
100%.
take 365 days, which is unfortunately what we did the last time. But we should absolutely be drawing on the resources that we have. So I only call that out because I want everyone to not feel so much pressure to learn what this is all on their own and then turn something around in just 3 to 5 business days.
That's fair. And if Patty at NJSBA can't help you, you have each other. You guys can reach out to each other and align rows to make your goals stronger. Any other discussion on that? Okay, moving right along. New business for the community. I would like to ask everyone to take notice of our new meeting times, and dates. We will be meeting Wednesdays moving forward. Do you want to explain it? Do you want me to explain it?
Whatever you want.
I'll help it. You do a lot of work around here. Meetings are going to be open to the public at 5:30. There will then be an immediate executive session. We'll go to immediate executive session for 30 minutes, and then we will return for public session at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. So you can be here at 5:30 if you want. We will
Not be here.
we will open. Yeah, we will call to order. We will do adequate notice, and then we're going into executive session. So moving forward in everyone's mind, the best time for the community to arrive, if I'm allowed to say that,
Yes,
is 6 o'clock.
yes.
Then that was done for 4 reasons. One, to keep all public session blocked together, to be more respectful of the community members' time, to streamline our executive board time, to encourage more community and parents to attend, and in the hopes of getting home everyone earlier, safer, because some of these go a little late. That was the hope. I spoke to a board member at another school that did this, and they said that it was overwhelmingly appreciated by the community if it is properly explained. So with that being said, we have a new communication committee. Can we make, Colin's taken on all the tasks. Can we make messaging our new dates and times and how this is working? Can we make that a goal of this month for that committee?
Yeah.
We have a Facebook page and stuff. I'll give that information. Can you, when it comes to that type of the socials, can we give that all to you and You comfortable taking that? Okay.
With the committee, yes, and what I will also say is not only what we are doing, I think it's important to explain why we are doing it so
Perfect.
that the community can understand the purpose of the change.
The only thing I'm going to ask, and I'll give the committee discretion to post as they see fit. The only thing that I'm going to ask is that you have, before anything gets posted, if you could give it to the three of us, just so we can give a head nod or approval on it. But I do want that open valve of information that you're suggesting. We just want to be prepared for, give us a chance to proofread it. Clarification. Perfect. Perfectly said.
Put an agenda out. Board members receive it, community receives it, and we do not have anything for the executive session. What time does the meeting start?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I would plan to start the meetings at 6 o'clock, no matter what. So if there's not an executive session, we will switch the date. We'll switch the time prior.
Just open up.
We'll just open up earlier if we have. We always want to be here at 6.
Right, open late. What he's saying is open later if there is. We've yet to reach a point in this current calendar year where.
This
It
year.
wasn't needed.
Yeah.
But it's a possibility that it might not be needed.
So
I think what Mr. Kramer is recommending is that we push the start time to 6 if there isn't an executive session that is needed, or what are you recommending?
It's okay to say the meeting starts at 5:30. If there is no executive session, we're saying that we will wait until 6 to open up the public portion.
correct.
So we will not open at 5:30, just sit around. We just open up.
We'll wait until 6
To officially start the meeting,
Yes.
if there isn't executive. So the community knows it will start at, yep.
At 6.
I think we're saying the same thing. I think we're just saying it
I believe
differently.
you guys are.
Yes.
So that's why I say that's internal.
And if executive session goes beyond 6, I would, as I normally do, come out and say we need another 5-10 minutes.
Correct.
Just give us some grace as we try figuring this out. We're trying to make it earlier and be more efficient with our time. Folks are welcome in the main lobby to gather there. I would ask everyone to enjoy the display cases that the PTA and the Quakertown Historical Society upgraded for us. And shout out to Mr. Todd for getting the display lights glowing again in all of our display cases. Please consider volunteering for the PTA in the library. There's lots of great work that they're doing and they need help. So reach out to the PTA members. Any other new business? Okay, so I want to thank everyone who attended today, both in person and online. I ask that neighbors continue to stay involved because the success of a school is directly proportional to the community's involvement in it. With that being said, do I hear any objections to adjourning? All right, then having completed our agenda, I declare.
Motion to adjourn.
We're going to work on these motions. We can make this go fast. Can I declare it because we're at the end of the agenda?
I've never.
Motion to close.
Seconded.
Hold on, everyone. I'm trying to learn
Going
here.
on for longer than that.
We'll learn. So we're going to get our short end down. Can I get a motion to end this meeting?
Motion to
Can I get a
close.
second? Second. All right, then.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Fair enough. Then I declare the meeting of Franklin Township Board of Education adjourned at 7:30, so 7:28 p.m.